video, visiting my channel, any parts of the message, comment as well as subscribe. Whenever profess to be the best card reader on any social media platform, however, I do know how to read cards and I am usually on point, so please don't ask about divine feminines, divine masculines, portal spell work, or any of that other tarot bullshit. My readings are for informative purposes only and not to be taken as medical and or legal advice. I do read my cards literally as well as the energy, so the story does always reveal itself. Please remember, energy is not gender specific, can refer to you, someone you know, someone you have known, or someone you will know. I am politically incorrect and brutally blunt, and so if at any point during the message you are offended, sorry in advance, not my intention. You should probably go find yourself a new tarot card reader. All right, Cancer. Your energy could be like depleted. You could feel like, you know, everybody is taking a piece out of you or taking, because like I feel so energetically just depleted from the previous reading. A Pisces could be significant. So Pisces could be making you feel like you were just like, they are just taking a pound of flesh out of your ass. Yeah, like depleted, like, or, you know, just, it's like somebody just takes up all of your time or your resources, or it's just like, you know, this person constantly wants, this person or this thing is a constant, you know, ball of need. It constantly needs something. You constantly have to water it or give it attention or something like that. And you could just be tired now. Like, I can't keep, you know, I can't keep doing this. So, yeah, that just, yeah, I don't know. Just depleted energy, just, I'm hearing give it until I got, you know, somebody's name could be Janet, somebody's last name could be Jackson. Like, you just giving until you can't give anymore. You have nothing else to give to someone. Like somebody has squeezed butter from a duck, you know, water from a rock. Like, it's like, I cannot keep doing this. Somebody is like putting the screws to someone, or has been extra demanding, extra needy, extra, just extra. Like, it just seems like this person, so this is someone whom, you know, you were caring for, or you were, you know, you were caring for. We'll just use that. And, you know, say this person, you know, in the beginning, they didn't really need much. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe just take them to go to the store maybe once or twice a week or something like that. Now you'll find that this person is calling you every single day. This person needs something from you every single day. And it's just like, you know, you're constantly going until, you know, you're running out of steam is what I'm hearing, Cancer. I heard something else. What did I hear? Yeah, just, yeah, you're running out of steam. Alright. You could be dealing with an artist. Somebody could be on social media. Or somebody could fancy themselves an artist. All right, somebody is constantly on social media. You know, somebody is trying to build maybe an online presence or something like that. Also, there's somebody out here who is constantly on social media trying to hook, trying to find them a date. This is a man. Okay, and then you have somebody could be, hi, what's going on? Miss Rivera, thank you for joining me. This is also, somebody could be in the military, or somebody could be a pilot, but somebody could also be older, or like a classic or something. Okay. Somebody is also at the bottom of the deck. Somebody is digging. Somebody likes what they see as well. All right, so this is given where somebody basically has found a creative way to somebody has found a creative way to contact somebody, or somebody has found a creative way to gain some type of attention or to gain somebody's attention. So this could be a situation where somebody is having an affair, a down low affair is also what I'm hearing, and somebody basically has devised a system to communicate with their super secret lover, so that way nobody else basically puts two and two together. So this could also be a situation where I'm hearing when, you know, their secret person wants to see them or needs to communicate with them, somebody might post a pic on social media, and like a certain type of pic, you know, denotes a certain type of need. So this could be a situation where somebody needs to see you immediately. You know, say somebody might post a picture of, you know, health or some shit like that. Something very covert, something very sneaky, something very where to the naked eye it looks very innocent, very platonic, but it has a deeper meaning. Also, this is a situation where somebody could cancer. Somebody's name could be Anthony as well. Peyton could also be significant. Somebody could be a painter, somebody could be an artist, somebody can be an artist. Somebody basically has a very strong media presence, social media presence. Somebody watches somebody from afar. Somebody admires somebody from afar. Somebody is digging somebody from afar. So this could be a situation where somebody basically is admiring someone from afar. So for whatever the reason, these two people or this situation can't come together, or these two people can't be together in person, or somebody can't actively pursue this person that they're watching. Somebody, you know, basically is on social media a lot. Somebody has a nice body as well. This is giving me that somebody is into the same sex, and so basically, you know, for whatever the reason, somebody has same-sex fantasies and or fetishes or something like that. So they look, but they don't touch. All right. And this could be a situation where somebody knows that someone, you know, possibly fancies them or whatever. So, you know, they give them what they're looking for. Somebody was dealing with an art student or something like that, and for whatever, perhaps this person went away to college. So this could be a situation, perhaps this person went away to college, or, you know, was separated from the person of their interest or whatever. And so you know, somebody actively watches the other person's page or, you know, social medias for photos to get a glimpse of what's going on in their life. Somebody basically has not gotten over someone or misses someone terribly, or so I'm getting one person is not happy about the separation. Or I'm not going to say not happy about the separation, but one person misses the other more so. So this is an older man, younger boy. Or yeah. So somebody watches someone's social media a lot. Or this could be a situation where you have questioned your person, like, how come you're always on this person's, you know, whatever? How come you're always, you know, asking or inquiring about this person? Or how come, you know, somebody has an enormous amount of pictures of a particular person in their phone? Somebody visits somebody's Facebook page, Instagram page, a lot. So this could be someone who on the outside appears like, you know, they're just friends or something like that. But, you know, if you really do like a, you know, this could be more than. Closer than close. Let's get closer. That's an old school. So somebody could be older. Old school. Closer than most. Closer than close. Somebody basically, with this card right here. Hey Candace, hey babes. So this is like this is giving me, all right, I'm gonna show you guys what I'm looking at. So I said somebody could be like an art student, you know what I mean? That's what this is immediately giving me. And then also somebody has a very strong social media presence, or somebody posts a lot on social media, but they post a lot because they know that somebody is watching them as well. Somebody also has a nice body. All right. Somebody also watches or basically, you know, peruses pages, you know, of young men or men who have nice bodies. And then finally, somebody basically admires somebody from afar. So somebody admires somebody behind the confines of their own four walls. So this is a situation. So this is like a forbidden love type of situation where somebody could possibly be on the down low. And, you know, they want what they want, but they, you know, they will look, but they won't touch. They won't indulge type of situation, you know, so they don't indulge in their fantasies or their pleasures. But, you know, this is what somebody could be into. Somebody could be into, you know, the same sex, and perhaps you Cancer, or somebody has said this about you or has questioned you, like, why do you, you know what I'm saying, you have all these pictures of these niggas at gyms, and you know what I'm saying, you always, you know, hanging around, you know, somebody has had questions, somebody has had suspicions. And perhaps because somebody has had suspicions, somebody has just basically, you know what I'm saying, relegated themselves to, okay, well, I just know that this is not something that I can do. So somebody does not live in their truth, nor will somebody live in their truth. So this is somebody who, say this is a down low same-sex situation. This is somebody who is going to keep that secret to the grave. Like, this is somebody who will never come out. This is somebody who will never who will never reveal their truth, period. They're not doing it, okay? So this could be that. So this could be a situation where somebody misses somebody, you know, so this person could have been, you know, the other person's lover. This could have been, you know what I'm saying, the apple of their eye. This was their lover. So somebody could have been very artistic. Somebody was young. So somebody had a very young lover and they were in love with this person. And, you know, now that they don't have, you know, or now that this person is not around, you know, this could also be a situation where somebody has vowed celibacy, you know what I'm saying, to, you know, their person until they come home. You know, like, well, I won't mess around with anybody else. You know, if you don't mess around with anybody else. Also, somebody made the vow that since somebody does live their life as a heterosexual person, somebody has made the vow that they will not indulge in any same-sex relations, you know, unless it is with this person. So they will wait until this person comes home. Somebody is in love, but they can't live their love outside, if that makes, or out loud, if that makes any sense. So somebody is miserable without the person that, so somebody lives a lie. So somebody could really fancy someone of the same sex and be like in love with this person. Like, they have never felt alive until they got with this person. Like, for the first time in their lives, they felt alive with this person, is, you know, but unfortunately for them, you know what I'm saying, what they're thinking is, this is the same sex person, so I can't let my friends know, I can't let my family know, you know what I'm saying, I could never, you know, parade this person out in public, or we could never, you know, live life as a real couple or something like that. And so somebody is miserable because basically they have got to live their life, you know, without the person that they really truly love. So it's kind of tragic. Somebody constantly checks somebody's social media pages to keep tabs on somebody, or to see how, to see what, how this person is doing in their life. Also, somebody could have suspicions. Somebody could have went down somebody's like Facebook okay. This could be a situation where somebody had access to somebody's account, okay? And somebody had access to somebody's activity log. And basically they went through the activity log and they saw where, their person, the pages and the profiles that their person have visited. And they could have noticed that their person visits, gentlemen's profiles, or, just specific profiles, you know what I'm saying? Or they seem to have interest in things that you never knew about, you know what I'm saying? Somebody could have, gotten into somebody's private messages, that type of situation. And that's how somebody could have possibly learned of somebody else, of that person's other interests. And so they've been suspicious ever since. And, perhaps they voiced these suspicions, or suspicions were voiced about this person at some point in time. So they basically, committed themselves that they just were going to keep this a secret. Somebody comes from a very religious background as well. So basically that alternative lifestyle just is not accepted, period. Like it's just period. Yeah. Like if you were to go and to tell, your parent or a fam or whatever, they would basically disown you. This is somebody who has very old school values. This could definitely be somebody that's older as well. So that's it's sad. Somebody found love, but somebody is willing to live without their love because they are scared that they won't be accepted, or they are afraid of what people are going to say. Also, this is a situation where, and this doesn't necessarily have to be same sex, this could be anything, but this is a situation where there was some type of clandestine or some type of secret, dynamic, some type of secret whatever. And as long as you kept your mouth shut, everything will be good. I'll take care of you. You know what I'm saying? I give you this, I give you that. Just keep your mouth closed and everything. And basically somebody did not, or somebody threatened not to, or somebody threatened to keep their mouth, somebody threatened to spill the beans. And so as a result, somebody kind of closed themselves off, or kind of closed themselves away from that situation. Somebody threatened to send pictures too. So somebody has receipts. 73 could be significant. Somebody could have been born in 73. 83 could be significant. You also have January 19th or November 9th. That could also be significant. July 3rd could be significant. August 3rd could be significant. So basically, you could have basically put somebody on their guard. So this could be a situation where somebody trusted you at one point and perhaps you betrayed their trust. You could have, threatened to betray a secret of theirs. And so as a result, this person has been closed off to you ever since. So this is a situation where somebody fucks with you from a distance. Now, this is also a situation where somebody thought that you were more naive than you actually were, Cancer. So somebody thought that they was dealing with this. Like, we'll just tell him or her anything. La-di-da. We'll just tell him anything. Hey, Candace. I think I said, hey, Candace. We'll just tell, her or him anything. You know what I mean? They'll believe anything that I say. Look at this. This is a preschooler. They don't know anything. And then you got up in the scene like, nigga, whoa. 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 Don't play with me, because I keeps receipts. Okay? I can back up everything that I do. I keep, so you actually were not as naive or dumb as somebody tried to make you seem, Cancer. And so as a result, you know what I mean, somebody had to kind of like pull back, like, whoa, I can't really fool with them like that, because, you know, they're not about to let me get that off on them. Or, you know what I mean, they're not as stupid as I thought they were. Like, somebody thought that they were going to get with you, Cancer. You thought that you were going to get with somebody and you was just going to run circles around someone. Somebody thought that somebody was very naive or was very green, very wet behind the ears, like they'd not been around the block, or, you know what I mean, somebody thought that somebody was helpless like a child, that they would just be able to come in and they would just be able to tell this person anything, get this person to do anything. Just, you know, somebody just thought that they were going to run somebody. And basically somebody let somebody know, like, bruh, no. What? You're not doing this. Somebody sent somebody a message to check them. Somebody got checked hard. All right, Cancer, you could have checked somebody, or somebody could have checked you, but somebody got checked. So this could be a situation where, you know, somebody, you had to let somebody know, like, this ain't that, and that ain't this. You know, like, somebody really thought that they knew you. Somebody really thought that they had you wrapped. Somebody really thought that they had you fooled. Somebody thought that, you know, that basically they could just, you know, run game on you. And you basically had to let somebody know, like, boo, this, no, the fuck are you talking about? Like, no, we're not doing that. And you're not doing that. I'm not getting ready to, you know what I'm saying? And somebody now, because you let someone know that you're not the one, now somebody wants to keep their distance from you. Now somebody wants to keep their distance, or now somebody, you know, they don't know how to approach you. They don't know what to say to you. They don't know what angle to come, you know, or which tree to jump out of, because, you know, they had you pegged wrong. They thought that you were something that you're not, or the, you know, or yeah, somebody had you pegged wrong. All right, Cancer. So let's get into some tarot. All right, well, before we do that, let's get some energy. Somebody, somebody is constantly sending pics, selfies, and everything. So this could be someone. So this is always somebody who was like on social media, always trying to pick somebody up. So this is somebody that stays taking pictures and everything, and updating their profile and things like that, because they're trying to find someone. And you could also, you know, find this out. So this could also be a situation where you thought somebody was, you know, happy, content, you know, we're together, you know, we're finger painting together, we're all in love and everything, only to come to find out that your person is not content. Your person is steadily always, you know, looking for something better, or always looking to pick something up. You know, they stay on social medias, conversating with motherfuckers and people's DMs and everything. You're always trying to find the next best thing. And so as a result, you could, you know, be stepping away. Also, somebody could be setting somebody up on social media to see if, you know, how loyal their person is. So this could be a situation where you could have created a profile and are sending your person messages to see if they respond. Also, if somebody does have suspicions that their person is into the same sex, somebody could have created a profile and, you know, and be sending messages to see if their person is gonna bite. Like, I wonder what this motherfucker is gonna say. Look, like, I wonder what they gonna say. So somebody is just waiting. Somebody is like, if they respond, or, I mean, this doesn't necessarily have to be same sex, but this could just be a situation where somebody is on social media, you know, and, you know, you create a profile trying to catch this person up. Like, if they fucking respond, I'm going off. Also, somebody is questioning the relationship or the nature of a relationship between two men. somebody could be looking like that is not right. Or it's something more to that, or something more to them. Somebody is very observant as well. Or somebody is observing. So this could be a situation where somebody has their own suspicions, so they basically just falling back, like, and just peeping the scene. Peeping how two people interact with one another. Yeah, somebody is being watched, like how someone interacts with one another, or how someone behaves around someone, or how someone is about someone is not in a typical way. So say these are two people who are supposed to be best friends. You know what I mean? Like, these are friends that prefer to be with one another than be with their counterpart. Or these are friends, but say, one brings their counterpart around the other. The other friend has an attitude, like a visible attitude. They're not friendly. Like, this is my man such and such. Da 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 da. And they like, what's up? Like, you know what I mean? It's just something that's not whatever. And perhaps you've peeped that, or somebody else has peeped that. And as a result, somebody is just like, watching. Somebody could be very hairy. Somebody, when they take pictures, they look very mean. They try to look gangsta. Somebody basically is sending somebody pictures, so they like posing. So like somebody puts time into their selfies. You know what I mean? So like, this is somebody who will stage the picture and everything to either present a certain persona, or, present a reality. So this is somebody that will take a selfie and try to look sexy. You know what I'm saying? Like, practice they sexy pose or something like that. I mean, I guess everybody has done it, but yes. So this is somebody who will, put themselves out there to see if anybody bites, to catch this. So this is also someone who could be like on a Tinder or a Grinder or something like this type of situation, where somebody is looking through, profiles like that. Somebody likes them young. Somebody has like a college student. So this could be somebody older and their lover is younger, like college age. Or not, if not college, like close to that, like 22, 23, 24. All right. What is the energy for my Cancers? Deep fake. All right, we have divine timing, rebound, and then hidden agenda. All right, at the bottom of the deck, we have friend zone. All right. So you could have gone, okay. Somebody could have come back to you recently, Cancer. All right, or you could have gone back to somebody recently. This could have been an ex, or this was an ex. You know what I mean? And one person was not honest about the reason why they were coming back. So somebody had a reason why they came back. It wasn't just, I'm coming back because I what is it? I realize the error of my ways, or you're the one, or I love you, or whatever. Somebody had a reason why they were coming back. So with this divine timing, this rebound or this meetup, it was planned. So it wasn't something where somebody was just like, you know what? Fuck, I love them. You know what I mean? Like, I cannot be without them. Let me, go and get my love. No, this is a situation where something has happened in this person's life and they realized where they could utilize you, or where they needed you, or you could provide something to them. Okay. And so basically, knowing this, they came back to you. Somebody could have came back with gifts, or came back, like in a very giving, generous type of energy. If somebody came back bearing gifts, that was because they were trying to get you caught up or hooked up into whatever scheme or plan that they had. Also, so this is a man coming back to a woman. So this man lied about the reasons why he wanted to come back to this woman. So this is the woman, whoever the woman was. Perhaps she was not happy about the breakup or the separation to begin with, or perhaps it was one-sided. Also, there's a woman who was like, she's not quite sure, was not quite sure about whether or not she should get back together with someone, or whether she should, be with this person again. Like, like, I'm sorry, I love you, and I don't know, I was wrong, and what I'm saying, forgive me, and da 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 da. And she like, but you did tell me to go fuck myself. You know what I mean? I hear you and everything, but you did say you love that bitch. Something like that. So somebody wasn't really sure whether or not they should go back or take someone back. Somebody remembered. Somebody was very doggish. Somebody was very go fuck yourselfish, and somebody remembered that. When somebody was done the first time, when this person was done the first time, this person gave 0. Okay? And let you know that they didn't care. And so now for this person to come back into your energy, you're like, why? You know what I'm saying? Like, you're questioning why, because you were so adamant about being separated or getting away from me in the first place. You know what I mean? Like, you put your back into that shit to leave me. So what brings you back now? You know what I mean? And somebody is questioning that now. Like, I don't know. Like, if you left once, you'll leave again. You know what I mean? Type of situation. But, and also somebody knows that if somebody is coming back, there's a reason why this is coming back. Now, if we were to tie all of this together with somebody was watching somebody from afar, this could be a situation where somebody basically knows that somebody only came back because either they're trying to, somebody needs a beard. That's the first thing that came out. Somebody needs a beard. Or this person is back because the person that they truly, truly want is not there. So if they can't be with the one that they love, they'll love the one that they're with. Also, this could be a situation where they're not with the one that they love because the one that they love has gone elsewhere for whatever the reason. And so they could be trying to use you to get over it, or use you to kind of make the other person jealous. Or I'm not even so much getting make the other person jealous. I mean, I could be wrong, but I'm more so getting using you to get over a situation. So they only want to come back because, not so much because they love you, but because you love them. The person that they love didn't love them. So the way that you love them was the way that they love somebody else, which was the way that somebody else loved somebody else, and so on and so on and so on. So they came back to you because basically you loved them more than they loved you, and they rather that than it be they love, somebody else more than that person, loved them. Also, this is the situation that if this is same sex and somebody has basically vowed, like, listen, we just cannot be together, or I'm not going to go that way. Somebody has you as, somebody is trying to live that traditional life, or at least present that to people, or wants to. So this could be a situation where somebody got outed recently, or somebody threatened to out somebody. And so this person basically needed a prop for all intents and purposes in their life. So in case they did get outed, or in case this person did say X, Y, and Z, they can be like, see, that's not true. I have this person. We're together. Very calculated. And you can feel it, Cancer. Or somebody can feel this way about you. Like, the only reason why this person is here is because they need something. Somebody basically realizes, I'm going to keep it a buck. Somebody knows that somebody is gay. Somebody knows that somebody is on the down low. And there's nothing wrong with that. But I'm just saying, this is what I see. Somebody knows this. Or if this is not that, somebody knows that they are not the one. They are not the one. That there is somebody else that this person would rather be with. Whether this is a relationship or a company would rather have hired somebody else over this person. Whatever it is, somebody knows that they were not the first choice. They were not the first pick, period. Somebody knows that. So they know that this is not their person does not love them the way that they love, however. So they're going to go with, you. And so that ultimately you're not his first pick or her first pick or their first pick. You know what I mean? You're just, the pick that is available. So you're not the best pick. You're just the only pick right now. And somebody recognizes that. Now, for somebody recognizes that the reason why somebody is coming back is because they could be trying to save face in some way, shape, form, or fashion. So this could be a situation where somebody is trying to come back to you, and perhaps the first time you guys were together, you had, suspicions about this person. Perhaps you caught, or you saw some things that gave you pause or gave you, whatever. And you were just like, you know what I'm saying? And now that this person is back, you're like, but I did see. Hey, user. Yes, just after this reading, you can definitely ask me a question. I will answer it. This person is like, but I do remember, you know what I'm saying, that I did go on your phone and I did see that, you know what I mean? And it just, perhaps, this person gave a good excuse as to why, but whatever the excuse was, it didn't sit well with you. It just didn't, like, no, like, no. So now that this person is back, it's like you're questioning why this person is back. Or this could be a situation where somebody already has had doubts about you or whatever, and, now they're coming back to you, and you could be like, well, why are you coming back? Like, last time I saw you, you said I was this, you said I was that, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And I forgot, at the bottom of the deck, we have friend zone. Also, somebody feels like they need to put you in the friend zone because perhaps, you know what I mean, the relationship is not going anywhere. The relationship is, bringing you down or bringing this person down. They can't, progress to the next level. Somebody feels like they can't make any money, or they can't, they're stagnant as long as they have someone in their life, or as long as they are in a situation. Okay. Somebody could have possibly reconciled with someone and they didn't really want to do it, but for whatever the reason, they did it anyway. And yeah. All right, what is this? What we have here for my Cancers with the deep fake divine timing here. Let's see. Uh-oh. All right. So we have the nine. Let me put that. We have the Nine of Cups. I'm gonna put that back. Put that down. All right. What else is with the Nine of Cups? All right. We have Seven of Swords, Two of Swords, the Hermit card, and King of Cups. You could be dealing with a Virgo. You could be dealing with a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, gentlemen. But I'm going to put that back only because I was thinking of something as I was shuffling, and I want to make sure that this is not my energy and it is yours. So what is this deep fake, divine timing? I'm interested about the outside of the art student, what this is. All right, we have Eight of Wands. Sagittarius could be significant as well. And then we also have the King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, gentlemen. If this is not an air sign, gentlemen, this could be somebody of a very deep complexion. Very dark complexion. This is also playing into a baby, a child. Somebody has a secret baby out here. Somebody did not want someone telling or talking about this baby. Also, somebody could have done something to a baby. Or, somebody could have done something to a baby in terms of, I don't know what this means. So somebody could be dealing with a Scorpio. Somebody could have caused like a miscarriage or something like that. And somebody didn't want someone talking about that, or doesn't want to talk about that, or doesn't want to. So somebody could have a child with someone, and somebody could have a child with someone, or could have gotten pregnant by somebody, and perhaps, this person was abusive, and it caused somebody to have a miscarriage because somebody kept jumping on somebody when they were pregnant. Somebody didn't give a shit about somebody being pregnant. And somebody does not want this truth to be told. Somebody wants to bury that truth. Somebody wanted to keep this a secret. And somebody could have threatened to tell the secret. And that is the reason why somebody kind of like kept their distance away, or kept their distance from somebody. Somebody was going to send somebody a message, or going to tell somebody what really happened to a baby, or something like that, and somebody intercepted a message or stopped it before it could be received by. So this could be a situation where somebody could have been, about to report a child, something pertaining with child. Like, I don't necessarily want to say sex trafficking, but this could be like, this is also giving me like foster or something like that, where kids come up or dead or whatever in the care of someone, or somebody does something to kids. And, you know, this could be something that has been covered up, and somebody attempted to talk about it or attempted to, you know, report it or something like that, and somebody intercepted whatever communication this was, because somebody wants to keep this a secret. This would also be something international as well. Somebody unalived a baby or did something that resulted in that. Also, if it is not that, somebody also basically had a child with someone, and this is a secret baby. Nobody knows about this baby. And somebody could have possibly threatened to tell. So this could be a situation where someone who's married or who is in a marriage-like situation stepped outside the relationship and had a kid with someone, and basically has kept this a secret. I did say earlier that somebody is like, as long as you keep your mouth shut, I'll take care of everything. And somebody could have been threatening to tell about that. So as a result now, also, somebody basically has to, somebody is paying for somebody to go through school. Somebody's paying somebody's tuition or paying somebody's school fees in order for them not to talk about something. But somebody is most definitely taking care of a baby, a secret baby. And this baby, this person will never acknowledge this child in public. So this is somebody who basically either is older. I keep saying somebody is older, so they come from the old ways that, you know what I'm saying, they'll have side babies and they'll take care of it in secret. But in terms of, you know, acknowledging the baby in public or giving the baby their last name or something like that, they won't do that. They're not going to do that. Like, ever. Also, somebody, well, I don't have Ace of Wands out here yet. Also, somebody does not want, somebody could be afraid about going to court, or afraid to talk to an attorney, or afraid that an attorney wants to talk to them. Somebody is trying to cut communication off with somebody, possibly intercept communication. Somebody was intercepting communication. So this is a situation where somebody's phone calls was being tapped and traced too. All right, what is this? Was rebound hidden agenda. We have Two of Swords. I'm sorry if I'm not looking at the screen. But hey to everybody who's on here. All right, we have Two of Swords. So basically somebody, okay. Oh, I'm sorry. But what I'm getting is somebody basically came back to you because somebody either moved away, had to move away. Perhaps somebody got a job in a different city or a job someplace else, or somebody has to travel somebody had to leave, and so as a result now somebody is basically just trying to fill the void of not having their person around. And so basically they could be coming back to you simply because they're lonely. Hey, Miss Vanderbilt. You see your Scorpio? All right, hold on for 1 second, mommy. Yeah, somebody basically took a job somewhere, and so you could, check this person's social media to see, what it is that they're doing. So somebody moved to a new city or a new town or a new place or a new neighborhood. But for whatever it is, somebody doesn't have communication with this person. This could also be a situation, somebody doesn't have communication with someone. Somebody is afraid to talk to someone or reach out to someone as well. Somebody is kind of like keeping themselves sequestered. We have the Strength card. So you could be dealing with the Leo, Cancer. Alright, what is this? Eight of Wands, King of Swords. Oh, somebody's a hoe. You hear them dogs out there? Alright, something happened in the past. So somebody doesn't want somebody does not want someone to talk about this past situation, whatever it is. So basically so you want to know what this is giving me? That somebody is getting ready to dime somebody out or snitch on somebody, or somebody has some dirt on someone that, perhaps they are getting ready to share, or somebody has some dirt on someone and they know it. So basically they're trying to keep their distance from this person because whatever it is, there's a good chance now that this person might tell, or some evidence also came out. Yeah, somebody basically, so this is a situation where there's something about a dead baby. Excuse me, trigger warning. But there's something about a child that was either a child was unalived in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Period. Somebody caused that. Somebody caused that, and somebody else knows that somebody caused that, and that somebody could have threatened to basically spill the beans, and as a result somebody basically put this person at a distance and kept their distance from this person. We have the Knight of Wands in the reverse. And then we have the Death card. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Ten of Swords. So somebody made plans with somebody's ex. First of all, so if this is a situation, so somebody was unalived. You could be dealing with the Leo. You could be dealing with the Scorpio. It could also be, here you are, Cancer, in your own reading. But this could also be talking about another Cancer, or something that has happened to a Cancer. Somebody threatened to tell something, or somebody threatened to snitch, or somebody threatened to give information. Somebody threatened somebody with some information. Somebody threatened to basically spill the beans about something that was possibly done together. Okay, now this could even be where, one person threatens to tell the world that the other person, that they've been having a super secret sexual relationship. Who knows? But anyway, whatever that is, somebody basically threatened to talk. All right. This could be a situation where somebody was trying to keep someone from talking, and so they basically could have set someone up. So somebody could have worked it out with this person's ex. So I'm getting, this could have been, okay, somebody could have did a cancer or something. Somebody was making plans to do a cancer something with this Ten of Swords death card. So somebody was planning on, so the plan was to keep somebody put, to keep somebody from leaving. So somebody could have enlisted the help of this person's ex. Perhaps this ex was mad at them. Perhaps this is somebody that, they ended things on a bad note. Perhaps this person did something to them and that's the reason why. But somebody set somebody up. Somebody stabbed somebody in the back for sure. Saying somebody watched the shit happen from a distance. See that? So somebody watched from a distance as somebody got unalived or set up or however. There possibly could have been like a light skinned or a white female and a darker skinned male who had something to do with this. But whatever it was, these two conspired together. You see how they're talking behind this Cancer's back? They conspired together. So this could be a situation where something could have happened around the 4th of July or happened at a celebration, or somebody could have robbed somebody as well. So this could be a situation where somebody was at a party or celebration. Somebody basically walked up. Okay. Somebody could have robbed somebody. Okay. Also, there could be a situation where somebody basically set somebody else or set somebody up to get killed or set somebody up. Excuse me, trigger warning. I don't know if I'm supposed to say that. But they could also come out where somebody set somebody up because they threatened to tell the world that they actually were gay. And perhaps this is like a group, or not a group, but maybe it's like 3 or 4 people and they fuck around with each other and everything, so that would mean that basically they would be guilty by association and they didn't want all that information coming out, so somebody could have basically conspired to set this person up to shut them up. Somebody was supposed to leave or go somewhere, or somebody was supposed, this could be a situation where somebody was supposed to have left with a Leo. And then after they left, they were supposed to, okay, so somebody was supposed to either possibly meet someone or go somewhere with someone. But when they didn't show up, then this person got concerned. And somebody could have came to check on somebody, and that's how they found out that they were dead. A Taurus could also be significant too. So there could be a Taurus that is okay. Hmm. Hmm. Also, there could be a situation where Somebody does not want it to come out. So this doesn't necessarily have to be a same sex or anything. This could simply be where basically somebody could have been fucking around with a Leo. And they don't want that to come out. Also, this could be a situation, yeah, where somebody basically has cut it or has stopped you or basically has separated or is keeping their distance from you because they possibly don't want you popping up over their house or seeing somebody leave from their house. So this could be a situation where somebody suddenly breaks it off, or like, you know, they seem to be very distant from you all of a sudden, or like where you would like normally come over or spend the night all the time, all of a sudden now things have changed, or they don't want you to, you know, things, you know, now all of a sudden they're sleep, you know, they're tired or they don't feel like being bothered. They have to get up for work early in the morning. It's just something that's different where you're not over there, or, you know, it seems like they're purposely trying to keep you away. That's because they don't want you running into somebody. This King of Swords could be this Leo. Also, there's a King of Swords who basically, okay. This King of Swords did an injustice. So there's a King of Swords out here who killed the Leo or had a part in it. So there's an air sign gentleman that could have done a fire sign gentleman something. And there's a Taurus that could know, and this Taurus could possibly be trying to let other people know. Okay, so this King of Swords, so King of Swords, Nine of Swords, yeah, this is somebody whom you are at odds with. So this is somebody who's definitely not a friend. They're not friendly. They're not a friendly. So I don't know if you've fallen out with this person or you're gearing up to go to war with this person, but you could be doing battle with this person, or this person is, yeah. Also, this could be a situation where because you have fallen out with somebody, shit could get like real gully. And so somebody could be trying to keep you away because they don't want you to get hurt. Somebody could be scared that okay, so this could be a situation where somebody is trying to keep you away. So like, you know, they're making up excuses why they don't want you to like be at their house, or, you know, why, you know, they can't come over as much or whatever. And you're thinking it's like they don't really want to be bothered with you. It's not that in all instances. It could be that this person, so like rejection is your protection, quite fucking literally. Like this person doesn't want you around because, you know, it could be like some real gangster shit going on, and, you know, you don't want to be a casualty of war. So this could also be a situation where somebody has already made a threat on you. Like if I see this, you know, if I see your person coming on, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to blow their head off, or I'm going to do this, or I'm going to do that. And so this person is, you know, basically trying to protect you. Also, this is a situation going back to that somebody is on the down low or whatever, and they would rather die than let anybody know this. So this King of Swords, whoever this King of Swords is, and this doesn't necessarily have to be an air sign gentleman, but this could be a he don't give a fuck. So this is somebody who could possibly be, you know, be very tough, very gangster, very whatever. So this is somebody whom you would never imagine would be into the same sex. All right, so I did say that there's somebody who would never, 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 no matter what. There's somebody who would never come out of the closet. They'll never tell people that this is what they like or who they really are. They're just not doing it. And this could be this gentleman right here. And basically, you know what I mean? He has no problem killing a motherfucker. He has none at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, so this is a situation where somebody does not want you to catch them with their same sex lover, because they know that if, you know, this person gets caught, this person will kill you before they let you go out there and tell the world that, you know, they're into the same sex. And somebody does not want you to get hurt, or somebody does not want you to run into this person, because somebody is really about that life. Like, if she finds out, or if they find out, I'm going to kill them, because they're not, I can't afford for this to come out. So this could also be a situation where somebody could be somebody could also be like an undercover police officer, or somebody could be doing some shit that basically, like, if I tell you, I got to kill you type of thing. So somebody could also be dealing with somebody who is in espionage or intelligence or something like that. So there's a reason why somebody is keeping you away, keeping you in the friend zone. Somebody is happy to keep you in the friend zone as well. So it's this man. So this man, whoever this man is, you're not really sure about this man. I mean, somebody could have orange hair, but you're not really sure about this man, because one moment he says he wants you. She's busy type hair potato tattoo. You know, one minute, you know, this person loves you. The next minute they don't. You know, one minute they want you close. The next minute they don't want you close. Like, you know, somebody is very confusing. But that is because somebody is trying to keep you away from something. Somebody is trying to prepare for the worst. So this could be a situation where somebody could be going to war with somebody, you know, whether literally or figuratively, but somebody is at odds with someone. Somebody basically is in a very dangerous situation where shit could go left. You know, gun violence could also be a very high probability. Like, this could be somebody could be going to jail as well. So this could be a situation where somebody was going out. Okay. So this could be a situation where somebody caught a case. Hey, Marsa. Hey, Mars Attack. And I don't know what that means, fresh from Manap, but okay. But this could be a situation where somebody went to jail, or somebody's going to jail, and somebody is scared that somebody is going to talk, or there's no love out here, Cancer. Okay. There's a lot of talking, and then there's a lot of action. So there's a lot of talking about action, but there's a lot of talking and there's a lot of action. Yes, this King of Wands, there's a King of Wands out here that is going to betray you, or you betrayed this King of Wands. So this could be this Leo out here, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Now, if this is not a King of Wands, or I'm sorry, if this is not a fire sign, this could be a gentleman who is, you know, my paper bag daddy. You know, he's medium to light to medium to brown. Also, but whomever this person is, this is an enemy. This is not a friend. You were in the middle of a battle with this person, or you falling out with someone. Also, if you have recently broken up with someone, perhaps you've pulled your energy back and you're not talking to this person anymore. This person could kind of like be feeling the burn. This person could also be worried, or this person could be, scared that it could be over, that you'll never talk to them again, or you'll never allow them, or that you're not going to come back to them. Also, you could find out that that a Leo was not hooking up with a Scorpio. You could also find out the reason why somebody had to change their job. Somebody has had to change their job. So this could be a situation where somebody started fucking around with somebody on their job, or they were supposed to keep it, strictly platonic. Hey babe, we're doing Cancer. Now you missed all of the fireworks from the Pisces reading. It was a mess. But somebody could have basically blurred the lines between business and pleasure, and as a result, somebody had to pull back or lost out on the business aspect, or was losing out on the business aspect because of it. So they basically had to pull back romantically. Also, there's something about a funeral. Somebody possibly did not want to go to a funeral. So this could be a situation, okay, so there's something about a funeral here. Somebody possibly did not want to go to a funeral, for whatever the reason. They did want to go. They weren't going to go. Somebody was not supposed to go or not supposed to come, and they came anyway. So somebody could have invited. So this could be a situation where, if this is not a funeral type, that somebody basically tried to set someone up. So somebody could have been, so this could be a situation like, say you were involved in a third party situation, right? And you were cheating on your person with somebody that they knew. All right. And perhaps something happens, and this somebody that they knew could have possibly have been a friend or something like that. But, it was too close for comfort for sure. And so basically, something could have happened, and this person invited you, to attend this, right? They also invited your person. And they could have led you to believe that they had not, or that your person was not coming, but they ended up coming anyway. And that made somebody pull back and stop dealing with someone because somebody realized that somebody was trying to set them up. So this is a situation where, say somebody was sleeping with your man or sleeping with your woman, or however it goes down, they're not going to, because remember I did say, somebody said, as long as you keep your mouth shut, right? Somebody that was no longer enough for somebody. Somebody wanted to be the main line. So perhaps in the beginning, this was somebody who was happy being the side. But for whatever the reason, they wanted to graduate to the main line. And so basically they knew that they couldn't come out outright and be like, hey, I'm sleeping with your person, because if they did that, well, then that means your person would cut them off. So what they would do is try to set up little scenarios where, like, the probability of you putting two and two together or figuring something out would be increased. So for example, say this was a party or something, right? This person was having a party, and so, they're creeping around with your person behind your back. And so they're like, well, they ask, them like, well, you're not going to invite my guy, are you? And they're like, no, I'm not, fuck them. Hell no, I ain't about to invite them. And da-da-da-da-da-da. And then turn around and your guy, your girl be there. Okay? So now you sitting there looking stupid because basically you realize this person just tried to set you up. That basically this person was just hoping that your guy or your girl would come in and catch you and or catch them saying something, you know, to the person or whatever. Basically to let them know about, they wanted to let you know about them. And so as a result, somebody could have fallen back. Also, with this High Priestess, King of Wands, Seven of Cups. Yeah, this King of Wands betrayed you. Or you betrayed them. This King of Wands betrayed you. So now you're starting to, so this could be a situation where somebody was always like, this was your ace boon coon. Y'all were inseparable. Okay. Y'all saw each other every day, all day, kicked it, whatever. And then all of a sudden, this motherfucker starts acting funny, right? You know what I'm saying? And they're not coming around. They're not calling like they used to. They're not, you said, you know, right? They're not calling like they used to. Like, you got to call them like, hey, this could be a situation where somebody stole somebody's link too. Somebody stole somebody's clients. If you know, you know. Somebody backdoored somebody. Somebody cut somebody's throat. And somebody cut somebody out as well. Somebody cut somebody out. Or somebody betrayed somebody, because there's no pentacles out here. Okay, so this is not about money. This is about talking. Somebody was threatening to talk, or somebody is going to talk. So this could be about snitching. Somebody could be snitching about something, about to snitch about something, or did snitch. And this could be a situation where perhaps somebody, you know, you could be scared that somebody is snitching. You're calling somebody, but it's going straight to voicemail, or it's going to voicemail. So this could be a situation where you call somebody and they pick up on the first ring. You know what I'm saying? Like, and if you miss them, or if they miss your call, they calling you right back. So now this is you calling them, they ring straight out, nobody answers. An hour, 2 hours go past, you still haven't, you know, this person still ain't calling you back. You call them again, you know, it's ringing out, or you call and now it's going straight to voicemail, or the phone is cut off, or you got to hunt somebody down, where before it didn't used to be like that. Somebody is snitching. Somebody is getting ready to talk about a death. So somebody is getting ready to, so this could be a situation where somebody basically unalived somebody or had help. We did see the baby. And so now this person could have gotten in trouble when this person is getting ready to offer them something better. Well, I'm not going to tell you what I did, but I will definitely tell you what they did. Somebody messes with little kids, and somebody ended up hurting a little kid. Somebody unalived little kids. Somebody fucks with kids. Somebody messes with kids. So this is somebody abducts kids and does things to the kids and does something to the kids. I am so sorry, trigger warning, or whatever I'm supposed to say in order not to get flagged, but this is making my stomach hurt right now. Somebody does something to kids, and somebody knows that somebody does something to kids. Somebody basically did something to a kid and unalived this child, and somebody helped this person cover it up. Mm-mm. 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 The baby was too small for that. Somebody did something to somebody's baby. And somebody knows what happened to somebody's baby. Somebody knows what happened to somebody's baby. Somebody also had a baby and they didn't fucking want it, and so they unalive that baby. Somebody did something to a baby, and this is a woman and a man. Somebody did something to a baby and they covered it up, or something happened. Something happened, but something happened. There's a woman and a man out here, and they do unspeakable things to kids. I don't know if you have ever seen, if any of you all have ever seen this movie with Paul Walker and Vera Farmiga. I forget what, Out of Time, was it Out of Time or something like that, where basically it was this little boy. He shot his stepfather, and he was, hey Christina, and he shot his stepfather, and so basically he was on the run, he was running, he was hiding, and so he ended up hiding in, you know, this couple's car, right? He saw these kids and he figured that it was safe. And so this couple takes him back to to their house, and they have all these toys and they have costumes and all this shit in their apartment, right? And the little boy knew that there was something wrong. And so he basically called his friend's mother, like, you got to come and get me. You know, there's something not right about this place. Because he looks on the floor, and the floor is covered in plastic and shit. And so she basically comes, you know, to the apartment to go and get this boy. And when she looks into the closet to see all the stuff, because they had this elaborate ass playroom with video cameras and everything, and she looks in the closet, she sees where they have body bags and everything hanging up, and they have speculums and all kinds of medical tools, and like, you know, they would, you know, chop the kid, like just some crazy shit that they had planned on doing to the kids. So they would basically videotape the kids doing sexual stuff, and then they would kill the kids and then dispose of the bodies. This is giving me that. There's a couple out here. There is a woman who's so in love with a man, she'll do anything for this fucking man. I can't even, oh my God. Somebody has a farm. It's a farm. If it's not a farm, is someplace where there is a lot of space between homes. So the houses are not right next to each other. So it might be a house, and then you got to ride down the road a little bit, and then there's another house. There's also, and I've been saying this for 3 years, I said this on my first channel, there is a foster couple that gets kids. And they do shit to kids. They do things to these kids. First of all, there's a foster couple out here, and it's not just one. This is something that's going to come out that people aren't really talking about either. That's one of the reasons why they want to put all the kids in foster fucking care now. But basically, somebody operates a child ring. So this is somebody who get foster kids, and the kids will disappear, and they'll say, well, the kids ran away, or they went and they never came back. So the kids are, you know, they just wind up just being missing, you know, missing cases or whatever. Not necessarily foul play, but missing cases because, you know, they get kids, you know, and this is a couple out here who can get kids who have like behavioral issues, or they have a history of, you know, problems in foster homes. So running away is common. So if they say that a kid ran away, nobody's going to really think anything of it because this kid runs away all the time, or they have a history. There are people out here who are supposed to take care of kids, and they are doing crazy ass shit to kids. Omaha, Nebraska is what I just heard. Oklahoma too. So this could be like no, this is foster. This is foster. Somebody, I can't, oh my God, I just can't even get off of that. There's a woman out here, and you know that this person is off. You'll know just from talking to this person. This person is off. This person basically will do whatever the other person tells them to do. Okay, oh my God, that just made me I don't even know what that was. That's awful. I pray that whomever these people are, they get caught. Soon they will. Somebody chooses girls. These are girls between 11 to 13. These are girls who have already had or these are girls who are starting to develop. Somebody got one of these girls pregnant, and that girl had that baby, and they killed that baby. Excuse me, Lord. I mean, not excuse me, Lord. Excuse me, you all, that trigger warning, but excuse me, Lord, that's awful. But somebody got a child pregnant, and she had that baby, and they got rid of that baby to keep that. Somebody's mother knows that their husband or whatever is sleeping with their kid, their daughter. Somebody's mother knows that their daughter has been impregnated by their person. And when the baby was born, they did something. They unalived the baby. Somebody unalived the baby to keep the secret. Somebody allows their child to be abused. Allowed their child to be abused. And when their child became with child, they basically unalived that child in order to keep that secret. I'm going to keep saying that. And I can't say that enough. Somebody has land where they can dispose of a body. This is rural, suburban. This is definitely not, I mean, it could happen in the city, but this is more so giving me that somebody has enough space and land that you can't hear what goes on. You can't see what goes on. You know what I mean? Like this person these people have complete freedom and privacy to do whatever it is. So this could be a situation where, they could have kids or, held against their will. And you'd never know. Somebody lures. Come on, man. Somebody lures kids. These are younger kids, obviously. Like 8, 9. With toys, prizes. Somebody won a contest. You won a contest. You won a prize. Here, come over here so you can pick out your prize. And then they get this person or they get this child out of sight and they take them. It's a man who does this. Also, there could be somebody who basically is on their deathbed, and this is how could possibly be where some information like this comes out, where somebody is on their deathbed, and so somebody is basically having the last rites performed on them, and so somebody wants to confess their sins before they pass over. Or somebody is thinking about that. Somebody is thinking about the things that they possibly could have done in their past, and now they want to repent for that as well. Cancer, I don't even know that. Yeah, but there's somebody that's doing something to some kids. Now I'm gonna say that. Also, somebody does go so going back to somebody could possibly be bi. Somebody basically is cutting off that same sex part of them. They want to live their life, or at least appear to live their life as a straight person. Also, somebody could have been involved in a third party relationship with a Libra. Okay, and so it could come out that basically, you are trying to figure out whether or not somebody is still dealing with the other person, still dealing with their ex, or whether or not somebody cut that off. Also, there were 3 men that were messing around with one another too. And 3 men all have the same disease. So this could also be a situation where you have planned on reconciling with someone, or somebody planned on reconciling with you, or perhaps you did reconcile with this person, and this person could have ended up giving you something. But if they gave it to you, the 3 people have the same thing. Have it. Whatever that is. Okay. Let's see what birthdays could be significant. Hey, Chastity. You said they're both disgusting. You said yes, they did. You see that too, Christina? Like, sometimes I don't, being able to see is not a blessing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not a blessing. It really isn't. First of all, people think you're weird, or if they don't think you're weird, they think you worship the devil, so you're an outcast and you're ostracized. But who wants to see those things? Who wants to feel those things? Like, you say you're far away. Like, that's crazy. Like, I don't, and here's the thing. I've been seeing that for years. So before the Epstein thing even came out, I said somebody was a cannibal. You know what I mean? But this right here, I literally saw years ago, and where the couple buried a body in the woods. So this is what I'm saying. Somebody lives on a nice piece of land. You know what I mean? Like, there's a nice piece of land where it takes at least 5 minutes or 10 minutes to get to the next neighbor's house. You know what I'm saying? Like, the neighbor is not right next door. So you can pretty much do whatever you want on this land without anybody knowing, or, because there's nobody there. You said that doesn't make us weird. I get tired. I literally, like, the reading before me, I had this guy troll me and call me all kinds of demons. He called me a 50 addict. Like, he went in. Like, yeesh. All right, what birthdays are significant for my Cancers for the rest of April? Whoever this person is that did something to the baby, their birthday is on the 15th. All right. We have 1 at the bottom, so somebody's birthday could be on the 1st. We have the 14th, the 24th, the 19th, the 16th, the 7th. We have the 15th, the 25th, the 22nd, and the 32. So somebody could be 32 years of age. All right. Or this could be talking about, somebody's ex. Somebody's ex could be significant. January 14th, January 24th, January 19th, January 16th, January 7th, January 15th, January 25th, January 22nd could all be significant. You have July 15th, July 25th, July 22nd, July 16th, July 19th, July 24th, July 14th, and July 1st could be significant as well. Okay. So that is that. Now, let's see. Pair, when will you be also doing a Capricorn collective? I'm going to probably do that tomorrow. Because I have an early morning meeting, so I can't do another reading and everything. But definitely tomorrow, and actually Capricorn came up. I mean, I thought about doing a Cap reading today as well, but then Pisces, and it said, something said Pisces and Cancer. So, all right, user IO80, I don't know if you're still here. You said, will Adrian, the Virgo, and I ever meet in real life and be romantic? Okay, so this could be the pen pal person that I was picking up on. Will you guys ever meet in person? All right, let's see. And then Vanderbilt, I got one. I mean, I have you after this, mama. So just hold tight. All right. Roselia. All right. Okay, first of all, your person is in a third-party situation. So I'm taking that this could be somebody whom you possibly have a long-distance relationship with, or this is somebody whom you speak with on the phone. This person could be involved with someone else. So I see 2 women and 1 man. I see a fire sign woman and a water sign woman, and I see an air sign man. Okay, let me see. How I'm gonna read this. Okay. So this gentleman, he wants to, I don't know who you are. I don't know. Okay, you said you are a Leo, so then you would represent this Queen of Wands. I think that you know that this person is involved with someone else, or has someone else on the side, or has someone else in their mix. This person, their deepest wish is this Queen of Cups. Or if that is not the case, somebody could be trying to end a third party situation so they can make you their girlfriend. But what I am more so getting is that you kind of know that this person is dealing with someone else. This person is kind of like not cut communications, but whereas this person would kind of like go out of their way to either speak to you or to do something, they've kind of like pulled back a little bit. Things aren't the way that they used to be. So this doesn't necessarily have to be where somebody stopped talking to you altogether, but this could be a situation where somebody basically is gradually pulling back, gradually doing less and 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 less. So this could also be a situation where, this could have been this is a long distance relationship, and this person basically is somebody basically was carrying on. Okay, so what I'm seeing is, and I could be wrong, I want to give this disclaimer. This person has somebody. They also have kids, okay? This Queen of Cups, this is his baby's mom, or this is his wife, but he's got children with this person. He wants to work things out with her, or this is where he wants to be. Perhaps when he got with you, he and this person were estranged. They weren't estranged. They weren't together, or, they could have been, forcibly kept apart. So I don't know if this guy was like in jail or, away overseas or whatever the case may be, but he couldn't be where he wanted to be. Now, if this is a situation, so basically he could have started a pen pal relationship with you, or you all started talking over social media or something like that. Now that this person is coming home, or is home, or back with his person, he's basically trying to put distance between you and this person. Yeah, this Queen of Cups, this is a secret. You don't know anything about her. Somebody has you in a third party situation. So he's got somebody else. All right. All right, let's see. Does Merlin want to talk to you or communicate with you? Excuse me. Merlin could be tired all the time. Merlin works hard. All right, let me see. You say you're a Scorpio, Chastity? Scorpio's in the house. Right. It is exhausting. All right, Merlin. All right. Hold on for a second. My cards fell. Alright. Does Merlin want to talk to you? You guys are separated. I did see something about friends. So I don't know if you guys like left off on a bad note or something, but somebody could want to be, friends. Somebody could also go to the range, gun range or something like that. Somebody also could be into fencing or archery. But I'm getting like maybe fencing, or yeah, somebody could be into fencing. Somebody also could be a Capricorn too. Did you say you're a Capricorn? Uh-oh. He's mad. He could also be, let's see. You must have did something to him that made him very upset. That made him very upset. He's mad. Like whatever this is, like whatever you did, somebody has put up strict boundaries. Somebody is not on somebody else's shit. Somebody is like, listen. Somebody is ready to tell somebody exactly where to go and how to get there. Somebody is ready to tell like the truth of. So this could be a situation where somebody could have been like trying to soft shoe or soft pedal a situation. Or if he's not this King of Swords who's upset, this could be somebody, he could have received some information, or you could have received some information about a King of Swords. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But I'm more so getting where, also somebody could have gone to the doctor as well and could have got a diagnosis that perhaps they are ill or they're sick. Horses could be significant. Somebody could ride horses. I don't know why I heard polo. All right, what is this? What is this? Somebody lied about something. Also, somebody could be lying about being sick. As well. With this King of Swords, Page of Swords, this is not somebody that's a friendly. This is somebody whom you falling out with, or who's mad at you, or who's yeah. All right, what is this? Yeah, and that's the truth, Ruth. Or you could be mad. This person lied to you about something, or you lied about something. This could have something to do with money. Somebody could have lied about how much money they had. So this could be a situation where you could have asked someone, or you could have asked this person. You said, that's you, you're the doctor. Yeah, somebody could be lying about being sick, or lying about how they got sick, or but if not, this is yeah. Also, somebody could have lied about being gay. Also, or somebody could also be suffering from some type of addiction, or somebody could have lied. So I'm getting like somebody could have lied and had some type of substance in their system, and they lied about that, or somebody has some type of drinking problem. Somebody could have some type of substance abuse. You said, but he's sick also, he said. Yeah. But somebody could also, okay. If he left you, I'm getting, if he says that he's sick, I don't think that's true. So if he's told you that he's sick, then that means then he's not lying, and he's not lying about being sick, but he is definitely lying about, okay, if he's told you that he's sick, what I originally saw, I said, well, maybe somebody is trying to hide the fact that they're sick. But if he's told you that he's sick, then I'm also getting that he could be lying about being sick. So this could be this could be a cover for something else. But with this King of Swords, Page of Swords, Knight of Swords, this person is not on the up and up. This person is not a friendly. This person is not. This is like somebody who you would view this person as an enemy. So you shouldn't trust anything that this person says, I guess is what I'm saying. At the bottom of the deck, we have 7 of Cups. Yeah, somebody's a liar. Yeah, somebody's a liar. But before I dub that, let me just, you know what I'm saying? All right. Devil card, 2 of Swords, 7 of Pentacles. Okay, 4 of Cups in reverse. So somebody lied about why they ended a relationship. Or why a relationship was ending. Somebody didn't want that relationship. They didn't want it. I'm hearing they didn't want to be bothered, or they didn't have the patience, the time, like they didn't have the commitment to it. Somebody is more focused on their money, or somebody could have been dealing with somebody because they had money or something to that. And this could be a situation where, you know, somebody could have thought that they would get, you know, some type of financial payout, and perhaps that didn't happen. So say, you know, you said you were a doctor. This person could have thought by being with you, then they would, you know, live a more lavish lifestyle, and say, you know, that didn't happen. Well, this person doesn't really have any need. You know what I mean? Like, if they're not going to get what they need to get out of it, well, then what's the point? First of all, somebody needs money because somebody has an addiction. This person was always watching your money, watching what you spent, watching what you did. What do you mean? Like, I need help. What do you mean you don't have any money to pay my car note? I just watched you buy a pair of shoes for $400, and now that I need something, now you don't have any. Somebody was always pocket watching you. Always watching to see what you had and what you did. Always trying to figure out how they could get a piece of what it is that you had or what it was that you made. If this person is not gay, this person has some type of addiction. So this is somebody who basically is a gigolo for money. This person is a gigolo. This person is going to go where the money is. And if you said that you had money and you will offer whatever, he would come back. You said a shopping addiction. I mean, it could be, but he's got some type of addiction with this devil card. So it could be a shopping addiction. It could be. Also, this person could be sleeping with somebody that they work with, or trying to woo somebody that they work with. Also, you could have been hoping that you and this person would get engaged. Also, you could have been talking about getting married or getting engaged, or this person was promising you that they were going to ask you to marry them. That's when this person thought that they were going to get some type of financial beginning. This is all pentacles out here. I have the 4 of Cups in reverse and the 5 of Cups. Okay? Somebody thought that somebody thought that once somebody ended a third party situation, or somebody would end a third party situation, or somebody was given to two or given to two people at once, that somebody, you thought that this person was going to choose you or settle down with you, or that's what this person told you. Yeah, no. There's not, yeah. Somebody basically did not want to get engaged. So this could be a situation where you were talking to somebody and you're like, okay, well, what's the next step now? Like, we've been talking for 3 years and everything. Like, when are you going to propose to me and everything? And so now you could really be putting the pressure on this person. Like, nigga, what's up? Like, and basically this person knew that they weren't going to go, they weren't going to go across the finish line with you. And so they basically split up with you. They broke up with you because, they weren't feeling it. So no, I would say, yeah, no. And even if he does communicate with you, if he comes back, it's not going to be for genuine reasons. All right, let me see. Is there anybody else that asked a question before I go? Because they've been on here for 2 hours. And do you know Anita Blackhawk? No. That sounds like a pretty cool person though, Anita Blackhawk. I think that's somebody being funny. Hi, Jeff. Welcome. Thank you for visiting. Thank you to all the people who have showed positive love. Please don't forget to like, comment, as well as subscribe. Anytime. If you guys, please come back and visit me. I hope that it resonates. I hope that it helps, so share the readings, because even though it may not pertain to you, it could pertain to somebody that you know. So you might not be a Cancer and you might not even be dealing with the Cancer, but say you have a Cancer relative, you know what I mean? Or something like that, because, something is going on in their lives and they are close to you, it might resonate in your energy. So, I just want to tell people that, that it works very funny, it's never in a straight line. But if you live in the Midwest and everything, and you hear something funky about foster homes and kids and things like that, please keep an eye open. And, because what's going on with these babies, that shit is crazy. That is crazy. And what's happening is we have a whole generation of broken children, and children who have experienced some of the craziest shit. They're going to grow up with that trauma, which means they're about to be broken humans. And me, myself, I'm near retirement age in about, another 15, 20 years. That means that they are going to be responsible for shaping the world and taking care of the older people. That scares the shit out of me. So you said, man, you have a question. Will you end up with a pay? You said you are a Scorpio too. If you end up with I think you were on my thing yesterday and asked. Hi, you said this is a Leo. Please, is he genuine? Okay. Rupert, is who genuine? I don't know. Here, I'll give you an oracle card. Let's see. Is he genuine? You said this is a Leo. Is he genuine? I think somebody is two-faced. Somebody could be trying to get. What came out was payback, two-faced. And then trust the signs in the reverse. And then mirror, mirror. So basically, you're not looking at this person correctly. You're not seeing this person in a correct light, okay? You don't see that this person possibly is not your friend. This person is not for you. This person does not have your best interest at heart. With the two-faced and the payback, this person, so this could be somebody who operates out of their ego with you. So this could also be somebody where you have more than this person does, and this person kind of resents you for that. And so when they come back to you, they use that as an opportunity to kind of tear you down or chisel away at your self-confidence, because they don't they don't really like you, you know what I mean, let alone love you. But this is somebody who could possibly feel emasculated, or, you know, if this is a woman, she can feel, you know, less than or not good enough. And so as a result, so this is somebody that instead of like raising themselves up to meet you where you are, they want you to bring yourself down and everything. So with this card, I would say no, he's not genuine. And I would even go so far as to say not only is he not genuine, he's not a friend either. He's not an ally. So I would, you know, I don't think so. All right, let's see. Rand, you said, will you end up with the pay? Okay, so I think you asked me this question yesterday. And I think I told you yesterday that, well, first of all, right now you are, so you want to know if you're going to end up with him. You are not his only, but I think that you know that you're, okay. Somebody asked me a question and these same cards came out, so I apologize. First of all, you're not this person's only. Okay, so you're not the only person in this person's energy. As a matter of fact, you might be part of a third-party situation and you don't know that you're part of a third-party situation. You could know that you are in a third-party situation and you could call yourself playing the role and everything. And so this is a situation where it's like, okay, well, I know that he has someone else, and, you know, he could be telling you, you know what I mean? Oh my God, I'm going to leave my person for you. Just give me a second. Mañana, mañana, mañana. This person wants you to wait. You know, they're going to leave their person any day for you. And so somebody could be, you know, like stringing you along and dragging you out, you know, dragging, you know, this out or whatever. And you could be, patiently waiting, hoping that if you are patient about the situation, that, you know, it's going to pan out in your favor. I think that you will remain the side piece. Okay? You will remain the side piece. What I would say is that you need to take this time, instead of worrying about whether or not he's going to call you again. I think that basically you need to put that energy into you and focus on what it is that makes you happy and what it is that you want to do. I get with this man with the pay, you've kind of like run yourself down and you've kind of like let yourself go a little bit, or you've let him run you down or run you ragged because you have been so stressed out about what it is that he's doing or who he could possibly be with. So this could be a situation where you could kind of know that, hey, Australia. So this could be a situation where you kind of know that, you know, you're not the only one. You don't have to be the third party. You could be the main line and he could be a third party, but somebody has a super secret side piece. Okay? Somebody has a super secret side piece, or somebody is doing something behind somebody's back that they should not be doing. Now, whether you're the side piece or not, I don't know, but if you are not the side piece or you don't believe that you are the side piece, this could be a situation where you're with him and, you know, he can ghost you a lot, you know, so it could be like you talk to him during certain times of the day. All right. Once, you know, 11 o'clock hits, you don't hear from him anymore. Or once, you know, he goes in the house from work and, you know, after he works out, so he can have like a routine where he goes to work and then after work, you know, he goes to the gym, he works out. Maybe he might play basketball. I'm just, you know, throwing this out here. But every night by 9 o'clock, he goes in the house. And after he goes in the house, you don't hear from him, nor are you able to contact him. His phone always mysteriously dies, or the battery is dead, or something like that, where you can't contact him past certain times. That's because this person is going in the house. So I'm getting that if you are not the side piece and you are the main line, You basically know what's been going on, and you have been running yourself ragged. You have been putting all of the time and energy that you need to be putting into yourself, into worrying about that happening. And as a result, you've kind of like lost your desirability, because, you know, when they first met you, you look like this. But over time now, you know what I'm saying? This is what you're looking like because you're focusing on all the wrong shit. So you need to go back to this, being the bad bitch that you are. All right? Let's see. We have at the bottom of the deck, we have inner child. Yeah, you need to go back to finding what makes you happy. What brings you joy. You've lost that. We have secret admirer in reverse. And then, I'm sorry. Secret admirer. Hidden affection. Money moves and plastic smiles. Bag secured. You need to let it go. You're not getting the message. Somebody handles you very specifically. You have specific, if you look back at this person, how this person operates, this person has time for you at very specific times of the day. All right? So this could be a situation where when this person, you know, has to work and everything, you know, during the week, this person, you know, can conversate with you. They might even be able to sneak over and everything. But come weekend, this person is in the house for the weekend. You don't really hear from this person. They might call you like first thing in the morning, or they might call, you know, sporadically throughout the day. That's, you know, when their person has left out of the house, or when they're able to leave out of the house and go run some errands or something like that. But it's not, you know, it's very inconsistent. You could possibly have a fear of abandonment or abandonment issues, and that could be the reason why possibly somebody, and that could be the reason why you kind of attach yourself or stick to people who may not have your best interests at heart, but they fulfill some type of emotional something for you. Even if it's temporary. But I would say no. All right, you guys, I gotta go. So until the next time, please, again, don't forget to like, comment, as well as subscribe. Thank you, everyone. Australia. Hi, Robin. I'm so pumped. I am so pumped. I'm gonna tell you something about kangaroos. Like, bruv, like I used to, when I was a kid, I used to think kangaroos were cute, right? Because, you know, you used to like the little drawing and shit. Kangaroos look like people who just got out of jail. Like, if animals were convicted cons and everything who just got out of jail with the whole jail body and all buff and everything, those would be kangaroos. Like, I'm actually scared of kangaroos now. Because, like, I've seen some videos, like, on TikTok where the kangaroos will, like, sit there and take the dog, and, like, humans, like, literally fight the kangaroos. And the kangaroos fight back. Like, I don't know. They always, like, they walk around like this. Like, I don't know. They just remind me of, like, if animals were, like, in the penitentiary, they would be kangaroos. If that makes sense. I don't know. But anyway, thank you so much for joining me. Please, the next live, you said they are, right? I've never, like, bruh, like that just, I don't know. Like, they walk around, they're like, and they mean mug you too. They look human. Like, they kind of, like, really look human in the face and in the upper body. Like, that's, like, truly scary. But thank you again for joining me. Please, you guys, hit the notifications so the next time I go live, you guys can be here. I'm going to do Capricorn tomorrow. And probably another sign. I am so sorry, guys. It is taking so long to get the signs out. But I'm going to make it up to you, I promise you. It's been, like, a very busy week. Like, my day job is crazy. So it's, like, a very busy time right now. So, but anyway, and deuces. Bye.